Welcome to Pushing the Peace podcast, the number one podcast in the region for living a progressive and happier life. On this episode, I am joined by Miss Universe Turks and Caicos 2025, Bereniece Dickenson, who is currently rated top 10 in the world for the Miss Universe pageant. Welcome to Pushing Your Peace podcast, Berenice.
Thank you for having me, Leo.
Tell us, who is Bereniece Dickenson?
Well, first of all, I'm a Sulki South girl,
Yay.
a proud Sulki girl. I am 22 years old, someone from the soil who comes from humble beginnings. Growing up, I didn't have most of the resources, but I did have a home where they put a lot of love into us and values. So that upbringing me to be the young lady I am, rooted on service to the community, to others, to my family, hard work, and definitely serving love and growing.
I grew up in a similar community in South Caicos. Where it's service orientated. My Grammy was someone who would say, when you see anybody on the road, make sure you say something. Tell me one lesson during your childhood that stands out from your childhood in Sulki.
Well, I will definitely bring my grandfather into this, Halton Dickinson, lovingly known as Papa Lee. He was catechist for the Anglican Church, actually the longest serving catechist for here in the Caribbean region. He just retired after 50 years of service. And he had an open house rule. Everybody could go to him, sit there, sit for some advice, ask for some help. And definitely him and his sons, my uncles and father will be there willing to help everybody in the community. My father is very known by that. His name is Alan Dickinson, lovingly known as Shine, and he's always smiling. That is something that is very characteristic of us, him and I, that we are always smiling around, helping people. We are very orientated to service, and that is something that I bring with me everywhere I go.
I love that you embody the old Turks and Caicos traditions. Everybody know everybody. That small community environment. And that's what I love about places like Grand Turk and Sulki. Now, Sulki has a lot of great traditions. One of them being Masi, right? Tell me about a local tradition that you grew up loving on the island of Sulki.
Well, I would say Sulki Day is one of my favorites because, as you know, not most the people from Sulki are not staying in Sulki. Most of them are not. So it's this time of the year where all of us get to come together after sometimes without seeing each other, seeing the family, seeing the friends, seeing people who lived in the island and were part of it, and get to go back and one day we are just celebrating and cheering as it used to be back days. So I would say that's definitely my favorite tradition and something I look forward every single year.
I've never been to a Sulki Day yet.
How come? You should.
I'm coming this year. Well, next year.
This year already passed. But next year, you better be there.
I'm going to be there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're publicly committing yourself to be there.
Well, I've already done it. But let's talk about Sulki a bit more, because you are a Sulki girl. Sulki has notoriously been known as a place that produces a lot of good treats. Talking about the Sulki candies and a lot of the cream cakes and all these other things. And then you talk about dishes like wilk soup. So which dish or treat was your favorite growing up?
Only one?
Oh, well, name one.
Well, I love all of them. As a young girl, I would take Sulki candy bags and go to my room. My mommy definitely would catch me there with the little of the bag. And yes, wilk soup is something that I really love. So I would say those two.
Absolutely love it. Now, there are some icons from the community of Sulki. Anita Talbot, who embody strength, wisdom, that courageous woman. And Sulki women, they stand out. I don't know what it is. They have a work ethic out of this world. I think about people like Kedra and all of them from North Caicos. Why is that? What about Sulki that brings out the best in women?
Wow, that is a very interesting question. Sulki is known to be the land of the faithful, and I believe that it's just the community and the values we have fostered within us that have inspired us to go for more. It has never been the occasion where women have to stay aside, but rather women are pushed to thrive for more, for better, to be very hardworking, to be goal-oriented. So I would say that would be it. It's the operation, like what the elder people will pour into us. We see their example and we definitely want to follow through their footsteps and their legacy. So we have a lot of, I would say, iconic and definitely trailblazers in Sulki. So we need to step up their games and make sure we do something out there to keep the island up.
I agree. You know, notoriously also as Miss Honorable Josephine Connolly, I was cracking the joke with you earlier that at every local party she goes on the stage and sings "Sulki your place." Oh, baby. I absolutely love that song, and you know, it shows that. And I see this in everybody from Sulki. You all have this deep-rooted love for it, and I just want to highlight that during this interview. That keep it up, man. There's something about it. Now let's talk about Miss Universe. Last year you entered and you placed second runner-up. Tell us about that experience last year, entering the Miss Universe Turks and Caicos pageant.
Well, organizational-wise, it was a very nice experience, but personally, it was very challenging. As some of you might know, I lost Reggie in the process, Reggie Dickinson, who, apart from being my cousin, was my mentor through pageants. He guided me and mentored me through Summer Jam, where I got my first Turks and Caicos crown, and then we were working alongside together for the Miss Universe crown. So definitely losing him through the process, and not only that, having his funeral the same date of the pageant was something that really affected me emotionally. But I didn't have the luxury to stop. I had a commitment not only with the country, with myself, but also with him. Reggie is someone that if you had the chance and the opportunity to know, he will uplift your spirit. And from day one, he told me, "Bereniece, I see you in Miss Universe." Even when I did not see myself, even when that vision was not as clear for me. And definitely having to endure through that was very challenging for me. Not only that, I had a very bad experience with my wardrobe, where on the week of the pageant, 3 days before the pageant, I did not have an evening gown because I had some issues with my designer. So it was a lot of things that happened, but it was definitely a moment of endurance where I realized how strong I can be through the strength of God. When people ask me how you made it, I say God. God made it, because as a human, there's only so much you can do. But I can identify how he helped me through it. And definitely after all that, when I was placed as second runner-up, it really affected me personally, because definitely after all this hard work and losing Reggie, it would have been something very meaningful for me to get the crown. But that was not the end of my story. I decided that was not going to be the end of my story. So after I took care of my mental health, I poured more into myself. I went back and prepared like people don't have an idea. People might think pageantry is easy, but it is not. So I went out there and I learned from my mistake. I assessed where I fell short, and I make sure to come back stronger than ever. So when the news came out, Barrenise is coming back to the pageant, it was breaking news for the country, because although I did not win last year, I did gain a title, which is the Queens of the People's Heart. And that's because of the connection. People could connect with my soul, with my heart, with everything that I embody. So they were definitely very happy to see me come back, and look at us. We have the crown, and apart from being the Queen of Turks and Caicos Heart, I am also your representative for Miss Universe. So that is something that I'm just too grateful to God for it.
You know, you said a lot of things, and I want to highlight Reggie Dickinson, also a good friend of mine. Amazing individual. And when I heard your speech the night you won, it warmed my heart, because I know he was smiling down from heaven. So, rest in peace, Reggie. We're doing this for you. We're bringing this crown for you.
Most definitely.
Now you go on from that loss. I won't call it a loss, because again, you won the hearts of the people, right? So now you're going back to the drawing board. What were some of the things you identified, like, okay, I gotta go and refine this, tweak this, double down on this, pump this up? Like, what was your strategy heading into this year's pageant?
Well, there was a lot of learning and growth. I went through everything I did and I said, okay, let's start from points. What I need to improve: wardrobe. I want more content on social media. I want to continue to do events that impact the community, which I've been doing for years now. But something that I did not used to do was like recording and taking pictures and uploading them, because it's just something that comes very naturally for me. It's kind of something that I had to be very mindful and intentional to remember, well, I need to take content of this because it's not something that I'm used to, but definitely continue improving the walk, the stage presence, my ability to speak, to connect with people, as well to communicate, to do pictures, everything. Because I had, my mind was set, I don't want to win Miss Universe Turks and Caicos, I want to win Miss Universe. So in order for me to do that, then I need to present myself as a Miss Universe from now. So that was my mindset to it. And I delivered, I would say so, because there was a lot of hard work poured into this. My team, which was very amazing. God was helping me. He opened so many doors. That was something so beautiful, to see how His favor, His grace. I'm believing that God's favor and grace will open doors that a lot of things could never open for you. So I really saw this throughout the journey. God had me go back to the pageant, and He definitely carried me through Himself. And then I'm very happy that today I can sit and say I do have a crown.
Now, Miss Universe. I'm calling you Miss Universe moving forward, okay?
Yes.
All right. Because we speak things into existence.
Definitely.
All right. You go into this year pageant with a lot of expectations. Because even though you came up short last year, there's a lot of back talk going on saying she should have won, right? Now you're going back into year 2. You're the clear favorite. How did you deal with all that pressure? Because you had to deliver on 3 different segments, right? Or 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yes.
So each one of these segments you had to deliver. How did you do it? How did you keep that composure?
I would say you need to have your foundation straight. And for me, that is God. You know that piece that makes no sense? That is exactly what I was feeling through this experience, because when you just meditate on God's word, He will just bring that towards you. It's Isaiah 26 verse 3 that says it. He will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are rested upon Him. So definitely it was that, focusing on God. I do understand people did have a lot of expectations, but that was not the moment to think about the expectations, but rather to have that connection with the Holy Spirit. I worked a lot for it. There was a lot of preparation. Everything you see there was intentionally practiced a lot. So when it come to coming through the pageant, I did a lot of preparation. But that night I said, okay, God, we did the work. So just help me through it. I just need to have a good time. This is our year. You've been preparing me for this. So I feel ready. Let's go out there. And I just focus on enjoying every part of it.
Now, I'm not sure if this was part of your prep, right? But you're fluent in 4 languages. I mean, I barely manage any one I got now. But you have 4 languages. And one of them is
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yes.
Which is the language of the Philippines.
Yes.
Why did you learn that language? I think a lot of us want to know that.
Well, I do have a deep appreciation for cultures and countries and the people and the stories behind it. So I actually learned Tagalog, I would say I've been learning from 3 years ago when I started working at my workplace, Olympic Construction. Shout out to them. We have a lot of Filipino community working indoors. And as I got to interact with them, I will listen to them speak in the language, and I was like, I want to learn. So every day I will ask them questions. Okay, how I can say this and that. And I will start with the morning and say, good morning, magandang umaga, and come here, kumusta, and everything, and just put it on Post-its. You would see my desk, a lot of Post-its with Tagalog and the word in Tagalog and the word in English. And that's how I started with practice and learning with them, with the community as well. I would do some research, ask them for some songs, and although my Tagalog is a big slang, I need to improve it quite a bit, but I'm very proud of where I've reached so far because I have not been in academia for it. So that's the story behind the Tagalog, my love and appreciation for the Filipinos I started to work with, and definitely when I get to know more about the Filipino culture.
You know, Miss Universe, I think you're ready for the global stage. I'm not sure if we've had Miss Universes who've spoken 4 languages. That's absolutely amazing, and it shows that you are a global citizen, not just a citizen of the Turks and Caicos Islands. She's ready to take on the world, and I want to commend you for that. Now, we're going to push some P's now, right? This is the Pushing Your P's podcast. And you wouldn't be a guest on my show if you didn't get to push your P's.
Of course.
So any words or word that begins with the letter P that has been transformational to your journey, you now have the chance to push your P's.
Well, I would definitely say perseverance. I endure a lot during my not only Miss Universe journey, but my lifelong journey. And it was the perseverance, pushing through the pain, and also connecting with the next P, power.
Oh.
There's a lot of power within us, and although we might feel we're not capable of achieving some things, you need to understand that the power within you is limitless. You just need to take the first step, believe in yourself, believe in God, and find a group of people that would help you and push you through it, and you definitely are going to achieve and succeed in everything you do. And even if you don't know what is the path, as long as you know the first step, you do that, and then you're gonna figure out the rest along the way.
Now, Miss Universe,
Yes.
is one of the biggest platforms you will have in your lifetime. Your first 3 months, or 90 days, rather, how do you intend to use this platform when you win to advocate for your causes?
Well, definitely my cause or my platform is empowering, mentoring, and supporting young girls. As society, we have failed not only girls, but children in general, with giving them role models, people to look, to mentor, to guide them, to support them. I believe one of the biggest killers of success is not a fear, but as well lack of support. You have a lot of talent out there that is just waiting to be discovered, to be encouraged, to be mentored into greatness. And I know that because that's part of my story. I can identify with that because I live with it. I was raised in a single parent household. So my mother had to work very hard to take care of me and my sisters. So that meant that she didn't always have the time to be there for us, but definitely she poured so many values and good things, and definitely the family around, my Sulki people, my parents, definitely all of them pour into what I am right now. But definitely there was points of my life where I needed a bit more of direction, where I had needs and nobody to help me. And those are things I want to avoid. I think we can achieve in a world where humans can go to the moon. Why can't we give education to all the kids globally? Why people out there cannot pay for their education or get medical support or pretty much get mentored and guided through the process of growing? So I believe it's not impossible. It just takes one person at a time. I start with my community, with my platform, the Butterfly Effect Project, which with small steps, we're doing things. I've been working with hundreds of girls of our community, so that it's something that really fills me in, that the moment I get to go to Miss Universe, that hundred's gonna turn into thousands, and that it's something that's gonna grow from this little girl from Sulki who didn't have much growing up into millions of girls out there. So that is like the ripple effect I want to cause all around the world with my Miss Universe crown, and definitely bring up their Turks and Caicos. Our country is deserving of so much. And I am beyond honored to have the sash across my heart that says Turks and Caicos, because I do not stand as Barrenese. It's not my journey, it's ours. It's our opportunity to go out there and be present and be loud and just speak to how much talent and potential and how many good things we have in Turks and Caicos. Yes, we do have beautiful beaches, but the people here is the best part of what we have as a country. So being an ambassador for that has been and will continue to be one of the greatest honors of my life, and definitely serving my people. So that really, it's something that I'm very intentional about once I win the Miss Universe.
You know, Berenice, I love your faith throughout this interview, I can hear that I feel like you were raised by old people, right? I'm talking about, because my grandmother, God, community, and I keep hearing that from you. And it warms my heart because I feel like you have that spirit going into the global stage, and you're going to do phenomenally well at the pageant, right?
Thank you.
But now, let's talk about the following you gained after you won, because that went straight through the roof, right? Why do you think people gravitated to you that quickly? Or I don't know. I've never seen I don't know what you had before, but what you got now.
Well, that is a question that I actually want an answer for. I believe that is not something I bring to it, is definitely God. And I'm bringing God again into it. You know, our friend Andy tells me every time we speak, I feel like you're preaching to me. Bringing God into it, community, strength, and everything. But going back to your question, I would say there's no resilience. Last year when I was in the pageant, I was one of the favorites, not only locally, but internationally.
Okay.
You saw me figuring on some international pages. So this year when I decided to come back, and I did in such a big way, but I made sure to make a statement from the national competition, because that, I believe, is a strategy. You make a statement from your national, so once you go to the international, you already have a name. So from the national, you had a lot of people talking about this person from Turks and Caicos. Oh, the Turks and Caicos girls, and that make sure my name was figured out in all those pages in terms of how people were supporting and connecting with the work. So the moment I won, I believe that it's not only something of personal gain, but something that a lot of people dreamed with me. I tell you, I'm the queen of the people's heart.
Right.
So that was something that it was not only my win, that was our win. And internationally, when people saw the work I did from the national, they can only imagine what can be achieved for the international. And this is historic indeed. It's the first time Turks and Caicos is getting this much media attention internationally for pageantry. We've never figured out on the international tops like this. And this is such a great honor that I get as an ambassador to carry my country, because this is not about Barrenise, it's about Turks and Caicos.
Oh.
This is about Turks and Caicos, and this is our journey. This is a dream come true where I get to tell more to the universe about my country, how special it is, how from a small island, or group of islands rather, you can have greatness. And I'm not the only one. I'm just one that has been lucky enough to get some exposure, but with my exposure, I plan to extend that to everything that we have, because as I said, we have a lot of talent in here. So I really do want to use my platform, my God-given platform, which overnight grew tremendously. And I know we'll continue to do more once I reach there to the global stage.
It can only be God.
Yes.
It could only be God.
Yes.
And I think He's with you. Now, I know for a fact, right? Now, you corrected yourself earlier. You said small. You go do big things on the global market, right? Now, let's clear up some things about pageantry, because you said this earlier in your interview. A lot of people have a misconception about pageants. What is one misconception you would like to clear up during this interview?
The duty of a beauty queen is to quote unquote look pretty. Honestly, I wish. Because there's so much more behind it. Starting for the ability of connecting with people. A queen must inspire, and that comes with redefining beauty. That's my purpose. I want to redefine what beauty means to people. It goes beyond the physical, but rather what you make people feel about themselves, about yourself, about the impact you can have on others, about how the impact you can have on your community. Beauty queens have raised my hope and definitely expectations from a very young age. When I was 5 and people asked me what I wanted to be growing up, I said a princess. It was a bit delusional back then, I would say so, because I was thinking Disney, I was thinking the castle and everything. But today, I pride myself to be a queen, not because I'm a title holder, but because I developed this ability to turn the pain into purpose. To have my story, who has not been easy, an easy one, into something that a message that can inspire others. Because if I made it, as much as I believe highly of myself, there's nothing too special about me that you cannot achieve it yourself as well. So my encouragement to everybody out there is that within you have the capacity to achieve everything that you dream for. You just need to believe in yourself, put God in the center of it, and go for it.
Now, Miss Universe pushing peace, talk about pain into purpose. I love it. Now, we're getting ready to close down or we're winding down, right? There's this Bereniece who had dreams of being a princess. Now she's becoming the queen of the world, right?
Of the universe,
Of the universe, right? What would be your advice to that same young Bereniece?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up, when I was a kid, I suffered from bullied and racism. Because there was a period of my life where I was in a different country where being Black was not considered the standard of beauty, and my characteristics as a Black girl was not considered beautiful. So people started putting so many things into me that I started believing myself. So I would say to that Bereniece and to all the young girls struggling with the same thing is that you are beautiful, you are enough, and you are capable of doing something beautiful with your life. You don't know it yet, but there's this strength within you that will push you through so much. You will achieve and you will meet so many wonderful people. You are not here because it's a mistake, but rather because it's God's purpose. God is very intentional God. So He's bringing you here because you're going to impact so many people directly and indirectly as well. Continue to grow. Take care of yourself. Learn how to value and love yourself just as much as you value others. There's so much I want to tell you, but if there's one last thing I could tell you is that don't be afraid. You will figure it out. You know, in Joshua 1:9 says, God tells you, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So if the creator of the universe is with you, He promised that, then there's nothing you should fear.
Miss Universe Bereniece Dickenson, thank you so much for being a guest on Pushing Your Peace podcast.
Me. I had such a lovely time here.
I know, right?
You need to invite me back.
Yep. Make sure I got the first interview.
Yes.
Be shaking on it. Now, we ain't done yet. I know there's, behind every great person, there's a great team. We can't do this by ourselves. So I'm going to give you an opportunity before I wrap up to thank your team.
Well, I want to start by thanking my organization, which have been my backbone, people who have worked tremendously hard to make sure everything is put into place. We know the hard work that it takes to be up here. To my director, Gabriella, to the other members of the team, Latrice, Johanna, Mr. Michael, Ismail, Lynette, the rest of them. Thank you so much for believing in me, to pour in your heart and soul into this project. I will continue to thank the sponsors, Business Solutions, that from my pageant experience, they have continued to support me, as well as Experience TCI and the Department of Culture, who has as well committed to help us into this journey. And I want to continue thanking my family, because they have been everything for me. I would have not been here had it not been for your sacrifices, for your faith in me, for you doing so many things in order for me to make it here. So I'm so thankful for that. And last but not least, I want to thank God, because absolutely nothing would have been, I do actually want to add something else, which is the Turks and Caicos people, my team Barrenise. Oh my God, last year after the loss, I was not 100% sure I was going to come back to the competition, but it was so much love and definitely God's direction who drove me back, shifted me back to be here. So I want to thank you for your faith, for your messages, for your encouragement. I want to thank the Most High God, and I'm just saying I'm very grateful, because the person I am today is the result of not only all the hard work I've done, but of your impact. So thank you for everything.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Universe. Miss Universe, Bereniece Dickenson. Thank you so much for being the guest on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching another episode of Pushing Your Peace. And before I go, I would like to thank Grace Bay Resorts for allowing us to be inside this beautiful room for the shoot. The director on set, Mr. Andre, my business partner, Knowles, for always jumping on board with these amazing ideas. Thank you all for making this wonderful interview happen. And of course, stay tuned to the next episode of Pushing Your Peace podcast.